Hello and welcome to the Life Tidy. My name is Catherine. But hang on a second, because this is not the Life Tidy. The reason for that is because that channel, along with its associated Gmail account, was hacked and deleted within a day's time. So this is kind of my start over. I'm going to talk a little bit about how that happened in this video so that hopefully if any of you are creators out there, you can avoid it happening to you. I'm going to talk about what my plans are going forward from here on this present channel. And I have a message for the person who hacked my social life, I guess. My social media life. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, I hope you'll hang out with me for a few minutes. This video is probably not going to be super edited. The reason for that being that the computer that I was on when that happened, when I clicked on the link and he was able to access my password, means that he put some kind of malware. I'm saying he, it could be she, it could be an it, who knows. But I'm just going to say he. Nobody get triggered by that. It's just what I'm doing. It gave them access to my password, so it's safe to assume that he put some kind of something in my computer that allows him to have access to whatever goes on there. So I basically turned it off, disconnected it from the internet, and haven't touched it since then. My editing software program is on that computer, and so I will probably be editing this video on my husband's computer or my small laptop, neither of which is set up for my visual challenges and needs. I am legally blind due to albinism, so I'm hoping to not have to edit too much. So hopefully I can speak concisely and intelligently without a whole bunch of editing. So let's get into it. So what happened? How did my Google account and YouTube channel get hacked? So I get tons of emails in my channel with opportunities for business. We'll send you a product, you do a video, all that kind of stuff. Hey, let me help you with your thumbnails. You could reach so many more people if you took this class, that kind of thing. So the very first mistake I made, and I didn't even know it was a mistake until unfortunately after the fact, and I will not be doing this with this channel, is that I used my email or my Gmail that I used to open up this YouTube channel as the Gmail where people could contact me. I just figured in my brain it made sense, like everything's in one place with the same name and all that. So what that meant was if the person could hack my Gmail, they could also get into my YouTube and my AdSense and every other thing I have associated with the Life Tidy out there. They couldn't get into, thankfully, it's not attached to Facebook and Instagram, so the Life Tidy is still there on those platforms, but they were able to get into everything through that Gmail. So if you are a creator, please, 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 please do not use the Gmail that you use to set up your YouTube channel as your Gmail where people contact you. Create some other Gmail or even some other email from another service just for that and post that in your description box. And have it exclusively for YouTube stuff. Thankfully, I did not use my Gmail for too many other things. I didn't do any banking there. I didn't have any financial information in those emails other than AdSense. Fortunately, also for me, I had only made a couple of videos and only had like $4 in my current AdSense account. So he did not get rich off of me. Also, fortunately for me, I realized it was happening right away. And so the very next morning, I was able to go to the bank and close that account and open another one. And so anything he could have possibly gotten into through AdSense, I think we diverted that. How unfortunate it would have been for me if I had gone to bed that night and not checked my emails for a couple of days, and then it requested me to sign in and realized that the password was changed, the recovery email was changed. Would you like us to send you a text to ... some number with 60 at the end, which is not my recovery phone number. They changed that. So I have not been able to get back into my account or into my YouTube, and he deleted all my videos. So now I'm going from a channel with 19,000 subscribers back to this one, which I had created only to post my original music basically for my kids so they could listen to it when they wanted, So 19,000 subscribers to 60, but that's all right. It's a place to start, and I'm going. I feel like if I was 20, 30, 40, this probably would not have happened to me, because I would have been technologically wiser. And I'm not saying that to say that all older people are stupid. I'm not stupid. I just fell for something because it hit me right where it matters to me. I had gotten, and this is how it happened. Please pay attention. Please don't do this. I got a couple of emails from somebody from a legitimate music organization, at least it was legitimate when I searched it on Google, saying that I had used their music without licensing in one of my videos, and they would like to deal with it before progressing to the next step. Being a music writer and a musician, that is a sensitive issue to me. I am super careful about either making sure that what I'm using is licensed or using my own music so that I don't have to worry about it. And so I opened the email. I emailed them back, and this should have been my first clue, but I just was so consumed with making sure I didn't do something wrong or making sure they weren't trying to, take my music. I requested, tell me the video and the piece of music and I'll check it out. And they sent me back a link saying you can go to YouTube and see what video it's in. This should have been a clue. Y'all, this should have been a clue, but it wasn't. Just sign into YouTube, and here's a link conveniently provided for you. Like, I know this, but for whatever reason in that context, I had no alarms or red flags. Dumb. But it is what it is. And I am not the only person this has happened to, so beware. So I clicked in, signed into YouTube, saw that it was my most recent video, which was only my music. I didn't use anybody else's music in that video at all. And so I was like, okay. Well, so then I get on my email to email them back, and I have to sign into my email. You signed out, sign back in. And then I realized everything that had happened. So apparently by clicking on that link, I was giving them access to my account, to my computer, to my YouTube channel, to my life. It's a very vulnerable feeling. Like, does he have access to my Google Photos? Thankfully, I never saved my photos to Google in the cloud, but I still went and I teach preschool, and so I still deleted any pictures I had of other people's children. It was just like this. It made me feel extremely exposed and vulnerable. And so I had to change all our bank account information, all our automatic payments, had to change everything. It was a pain in the booty. And not only that, my YouTube channel is gone. 8 years of filming videos, which I don't have anymore because I had saved them all onto a hard drive and it died. An external hard drive, and it ceased to live. So I'm at the position of starting completely over from scratch unless I can get my YouTube channel back. That is a whole nother video in and of itself. I'm just going to tell you right now, apparently there's a program you can belong to here on YouTube where you can talk to a human if something like this happens. But if you don't belong to that program, there's no human. Everything is, here, come recover your account. Put in your password. Oh, that's wrong. Let's send a text to your recovery phone number. Oh, that's not your phone number. Let's send a text to your recovery email. Oh, that's not your email. And I hadn't set up the passkey on my phone. Do all the steps to totally protect your account. These are things I will not ever do again. I will do all the steps. If I have to put my fingerprint in, the passkey, whatever I have to do to make sure this doesn't happen again. I have a completely different email that I communicate with people about my channel on, and have it only on my channel for my channel. I don't know. Keep the email that is associated with this channel just for maybe AdSense, so that even if they hack my other email, they can't have any access to any financial stuff. I don't know. It's been a thing. It was quite stressful. But I have been through a lot of stressful things in my life, and the best way out is forward. And so I'm not going to sit around and feel sorry for myself. I have this other channel that I had already created, which is kind of problematic because I have this other Google account. So every time I go to recover my other account, it sends me an email. Your account has been recovered, which is the one that wasn't hacked in the first place. It's a joy. Google needs to have people. There needs to be a human. I get that this happens to 1,000 people a day, and how many humans would they need? But there needs to be something. But there isn't. That's just the reality of it. So where am I going with this channel? I have, like I said, used this channel in the past just for my music, but now I'm going to be using it for everything all in one place. I'm going to change the name of the channel. It is currently Cat Farns. It was Cat Farns Original Music. Now I'm just going to call it The Life Tidy with Catherine, so that my subscribers, if they look for me, can still find me, because I'm just gone on YouTube. Just gone. Boom. 8 years of work down in a moment. So I pray that this doesn't happen to any of you. So now I'm going to go forward. I'm going to start posting videos on this channel. It's going to take me a minute because I'm going to have to get a new editing program and figure out how I can see it on a different device until I get mine. I'm going to take it to the Geek Squad or whatever it is at Best Buy to see if they can fix it. But in the meantime, hopefully I can do videos without too much editing. So I think that's it as far as how I'm going to be heading in the future. If you have any tips on how to get your account back, I've done the Google help, I've done the YouTube help, community, all that. I've done all that. So it might just be gone, which is okay. I can start over, right? And hopefully I can build from 60 subscribers back up to where I was, if not more. Who knows what God's going to do. And speaking of God, that brings me to the message I have for the person who hacked me. I believe in Jesus Christ. I say that unapologetically. And through my 40 years of believing in Jesus Christ, 42 years actually, God has forgiven me countless times. Countless times. And has given me his grace and has allowed me to still be part of his purpose and loves me in spite of the wrong behaviors that I do. And so my only option in my frame of reference, and it's an option I am honored to choose, is to forgive you. There are some Psalms where David prays against his enemies that God would shatter their teeth against a rock and things like that. And I can remember reading those Psalms through the years and just thinking, Lord, please don't let me ever be in a situation where I actually want to pray that against someone. And I'm not going to lie, there was a second, probably a few seconds now, because every time some new realization dawns about the cost of this occurrence, and like the meaninglessness of it. Why would you do this to somebody? I mean, I'm sure they did it to get information to sell on the dark web, whatever, or maybe to get access to my bank accounts, which thankfully we were able to avoid that. But there were a couple of seconds where I thought, you know what, David prayed that and God understood, and he was obviously okay with it because David was still a person after God's own heart, so I could pray that. And it would be okay, but I just cannot stop remembering all the things that God has forgiven me. And when I think about the things in my life that led me to the things I did that now I end up asking forgiveness for and repenting for, I just can't help wondering what happened in your life that led you to the life of feeling like it was going to be a good thing for you to damage people and their lives and their work that you don't even know, and somehow feel good about it. So I just feel pity for you. And I pray, and my church is praying, that you encounter the love and power of the Lord Jesus Christ in such a way that whatever is wired inside you to make you believe that this is a good thing to spend your life on. Obviously you are intelligent. Obviously you're smart. Obviously you have skills. You could use those skills to make the world a better place instead of just damaging random strangers for the fun of it or for whatever reason you're doing it. And so I pray that you encounter the love and power of Jesus Christ in such a way that you have a brand new life, a brand new identity, that you can be set free from whatever it is that caused you to choose this life, and empowered in a brand new life of purpose and joy and life bringing. That's my message to you. To the rest of you, thank you for hanging out with me. I hope this never happens to you. If you were subscribed to the Life Tidy, please resubscribe here. This is going to be the new place where my stuff is going to happen. I would love to hear from you in the comments, because along with all of my videos and comments being gone, all the emails you have sent me over the years are gone. I can't reach out to you other than through Instagram and Facebook, and if you're not on that. So hopefully I find some of you again, and let's go forward. Life goes forward. Onward, Christian soldier, as the hymn says. Anyway, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. I hope you're all doing well and taking really good care of yourselves. And I will see you in the next video.